and her, and that's all you need to know about Amber. So Amber ended up playing, came to us from Eatonville High School. Like she alluded to, she played for her mom on the CPT Fire. Jackie is a very avid soccer person and coach, very intense person, but I love that about her. You will never go to a game and not see Amber's family there. Over her 4-year career, she played in 56 games, started 5 times, and had 4 goals and an assist. She's going to be an elementary education major and going to be an outstanding teacher. Very blessed to have her. This is what I have to say about Amber. The best teammate PLU could ever ask for. If I could bottle up what kind of teammate we are looking for at PLU, it would embody everything that Amber is. She is a positive, bright light each day at training. I will miss her. Greetings and circle ups. Side note, you're there and I'm setting up and busy getting ready to practice, but you always hear Amber, how's everybody doing? Is everybody okay? What's wrong? And it's funny, they don't think that we remember those things, but those are the things that we remember too. We obviously, all of us love to win and all that stuff, but it's Katie's text saying, we got this, and Amber's greetings and the circle up. Those are what I take away as well. So, okay, back to my thing. She's a positive, bright light each day at training. I will miss her greetings and the circle ups. You can see her strong family unit and faith in God come out of her every day in life. Always a fountain, never a drain. She will be an outstanding teacher wherever she lands. Amber, just thank you for being you. You always make me happy when I see you. You always ask how I am doing, my family is doing, which is rare for young people in this day and age. Oftentimes people don't ever ask you, how are you? And you always do, even this morning. So thank you. It shows a level of maturity and, more importantly, the level of concern and care that you have for others. You are a person who is selfless and built for others. And in a world filled with selfishness and me, you are exactly what the world needs more of. Amber Richards, thank you.
Because I'll make my whole family cry. I wrote a few notes. Let's see. Okay, so I'm Amber Richards. I all know. So I've been playing soccer for 17 years, and I kind of already mentioned it in the video, but my twin sister Alex is what got me all started. I kind of was just like, go with the flow, and Alex is like so determined. Like if she wants something, she'll get it. And so they were like, Amber, do you want to play too? And I was like, I guess, sure. And here I am now, 17 years later. So life without soccer, it kind of sucks. Got to work out on my own. Can't eat as much as you want, but whatever. But yeah, mainly I miss the team and just having them to go back to, especially like what Seth said, like when you greet up, like that's what made my day. Like I would be in class all day, and then I would come to soccer, and it was the team that like made me feel so happy, and I was like, okay, like I love these guys, and they love me, like let's go do this. But so thank you for the team. You guys are very special to me. You guys will always hold a special place in my heart. I'll always be here for you guys too, so reach out to me. And then just I want to thank my fellow seniors. Like this has been a crazy journey. I'm so glad we were able to do it all together. And my older sister gave me this quote, how great is it that we have something that is so hard to say goodbye to. So it really, like, this whole journey, like, it's so special and it's so awesome. And I'm glad I got to spend it with you guys. And then to the coaches, well first, thank you to the athletic department, who's not here, but oh well. And then to the coaches, I know being a coach, my mom was my coach, it's a lot for a family, and you have to sacrifice a lot and give up a lot of time. And that's like why I always like ask Seth, like, how's your family and how are you? Because it's much more than soccer, it's the relationships you build. So thank you just for everything. These past 4 years, I appreciate all the coaches. They're very encouraging and always believe in you and like always check in how you're doing, not just as a soccer player, but with your athletics or with your academics and just how you are as a person. Also want to give a shout out to Todd, who's not here, but he taped my ankle every single practice in game, and my feet are really disgusting, and he never complained once, so he's good. And then I want to thank my family. I already thanked them, but it is an end of an era for us. I'm the last one to stop playing soccer with my Alex is my twin, Ashley's my older sister. And you guys were constantly supporting me no matter what, wherever you were. You would always try to come to every game. My parents did. Ashley would come to every game in Oregon. And same with Nate, Alex's husband. Woo! Thanks, Nate. You guys are just really my biggest fans, and you pushed me to be a better person and a better player. So I just thank you for that. And you always encouraged me to give it my all and leave it out on the field. And my dad, before every game, he would say, play it as if it's your last game, because you really never know if it's going to be your last game. That's kind of like with my twin sister. She had a career-ending injury, and she wasn't able to finish out her senior year. So I kind of dedicated this year for her. So make sure when you go out there, you remember to always play and give it your all, no matter what, even if it's 5 minutes, if it's the whole game, like, give it your all. And then to my mom, so she was my coach forever, since I first started until high school. She just had a huge impact and made me realize that it's not about soccer, it's about the relationships, and that's what I'll take away with my entire life. And then also, thanks for driving me everywhere and making me show up like at least an hour and a half early, because if you're not early, you're late. And then to my dad, he always, as he mentioned in the video, we always listen to Queen before soccer games, either We Will Rock You or We're the Champions, and we would just be singing it really loud and get game face on, and always like pumped me up. And then Ashley, my older sister, she went to college before all of us. So she was kind of like the guide and helped us with this journey, because it is a difficult journey, but it's really rewarding. And I was just like so thankful to have Ashley be there for me. And I mentioned Alex already, but it was hard going to college without my twin sister, because we've been playing forever. But I think it helped us grow as individuals, and she just helped me with so much, so thank you. And then also, sorry if this is long, but I'm going to keep going. I got to give a shout out to my boyfriend Connor, who is here, and he's usually the #1 fan at all my games. He has been my rock this entire season and career. He really is just always there for me and very supportive, and if I would go to him with anything. And he's also my mental coach, is what he likes to say, because there's a book out there, it's called Mind Gym, if you guys want to read it. And Connor read it twice before preseason, like 2 years ago, and wrote little notes in the margins for me, and was just telling me how to like go out my soccer career. So thank you, Connor. You guys all need a Connor in your life? Okay. Okay, and then finally, I just want to give you guys all like a piece of advice. Like I mentioned before, it's not about how many games you play or how many goals you scored. It's really about the relationships, and I will take that with me forever. And that award I got, the Root Award, that means like the world to me. That means like this whole career. It's like that's more important than anything in my life. So thank you. And just a quote I like is, every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. So I really hope you guys find that good in every day, and find that piece of good in soccer, no matter what it is, and just be positive. Like I try to be positive all the time, and be positive with your teammates. Like when I wasn't feeling good, or like thought I was frustrated, like wasn't playing well, I chose to be positive to my teammates and encourage them, and then that uplifted me. Like that helped me. So be positive with your teammates, but most importantly, be positive with yourself. Believe in yourself. You guys have been playing this sport forever, so really just know that you're here for a reason, and just believe. And then, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, just pretty much I'll always be supporting you along your journey, whether it's school, soccer, just life. I'll be your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader, except at the alumni game. I will not be cheering you on during that. And thank you guys, and I love you, and go Lutes!
Okay. Liz Griffith. Oh. Rachel Ross. Still telling me what to do. Gotta change. Yeah, like Rachel said, like I alluded to, I've had the pleasure of knowing Rachel and her family since May 2011 was that monumental month. And I'm pretty sure Rachel at that time, after her first year, did not think she would be sitting here right now at PLU in the soccer banquet in her senior year. Pretty much sure she didn't. And it's funny how everything happens for a reason, all those cliche things, life twists and turns, and she decided to import the state her freshman year and just wanted to make a change. And so I was super excited when she wanted to come here. She's been a mainstay in our midfield for the last 3 years. She's been, arguably the best player in the conference in the year defensively. She's played in 63 games, scored 7 goals, had an assist. She's majoring in kinesiology. Her mom and dad are at everything, and even her brother before he took off for Emory in Georgia. So a real family unit that's super supportive of her. Here's what I have to say about Rachel. Special ride, Rich. Watching you overcome an ACL injury in high school, winning our 4th conference title with the 96 CCNL team. I saw a huge level of toughness in that game down in Portland, Oregon. I don't know if you remember that, but side note, I don't know if you remember that. So youth soccer, we're in our last year of youth soccer, and senior year in high school, the team had been obliterated a little bit by vacations and injuries and graduation and going to college early, and we literally had like no subs, 11 players in this game that we had to win down in Oregon to win our 4th consecutive conference title. And I just remember Rachel that day was the leader of our team, scored a goal in that game. I was like, wow, like that was super cool to see as a coach. So, sometimes you have longer journeys with people, and I did see a huge level of toughness in that game. You see this toughness come out on the field. Rumor has it in your sophomore year that Rachel was afraid to walk down the halls of Flieger without Lizzie as her bodyguard. But on the field, she has been a mainstay in our midfield for the last 3 years. Certainly, as I alluded to, the best player in the Northwest Conference in the air. I think of Rachel like this, along with this being this very insightful person, smart and thoughtful, opinions about people and situations, and she has a great mind for soccer. Thank you, Rachel, for all that you've given me as a coach. You have a unique perspective you have had the unique perspective of watching me grow as a person and coach, and you have helped change me for the better. And for that, I am grateful and thankful, and you have played a huge part of that. Rachel Ross.
So, disclaimer, anyone who knows me knows I'm not soft, which, if you know what soft means, emotional person. But I have gotten a little bit more emotional in my older age. I might get a little emotional when I talk about my family, so I'll start off with them first, which I think is Sudie, because they've been with me from the beginning. So, like when anyone's starting out playing sports, your parents just put you into any sport possible. And I ended up choosing soccer for a little stint in basketball. But when I chose this, that was the one sport my dad didn't play. He was like football, basketball, baseball. No soccer really experience. But when I chose that, my brother chose that, he invested all his time into learning the game with me. So it's been a cool experience that my dad, not really be like that parent who kind of gets on you or is critical of you, but he learned the game of soccer with me. He wanted to know whatever I was passionate about, what I loved doing, he wanted to know everything that he could about it, which got him involved with coaching, and now soccer's taken over his life too, which has just been like super cool to see. It's super cool for me to be a part of that. We've kind of gone through the journey, the 17-year journey together. And my mom. My mom is more emotionally involved than I think I am. After games or something, she'll come up to me and she's like super heated about something, and I'm like, Mom, I'm not even bothered by it. And she's like, well, I think I'm kind of mad about it. I'm like, Mom, like, calm down, it's not even a big deal. Let it go. But that's just my mom. She's super emotionally invested in me and my brother and anything I do, and I'm super grateful for that. I haven't had an easy journey. I've battled a lot of injuries, I've had a lot of adversity. I tore my ACL my freshman year of high school, tore my meniscus again my junior year of high school, and then tore it my freshman year in college. So it was kind of like that cycle of getting injury, coming back, thinking everything's going to be okay, and getting injured again. It wasn't easy on me, it wasn't easy on my parents, but they're the most encouraging people in my life. They never doubted me, even when I doubted myself for being able to come back and be the player I am. My parents always believed that I could. And then, like Seth said, I played my freshman year at Portland State. And I had some success on the field, but mentally and emotionally, I just wasn't in a good place with it. And my parents had to deal with all the phone calls I had with them. I know college is a financial strain on any family, so I didn't want to necessarily leave Portland State because I knew that paid for some college and was a lot alleviated that burden for my parents. But my parents knew I wasn't happy, and they knew how much soccer meant to me and how I started to lose that. And my parents didn't hesitate. They were like, if you want to leave, like, we'll be supportive, we'll be there for you, we'll like make it work. And sorry, this is very emotional. So I wouldn't have had a successful 3 years if it wasn't wasn't for them and what they did. I know it hasn't been easy financially, but because I chose field usually private school.